Hey guys, working on a 2017 Subaru Outback, and we are going to be replacing the rear wheel hub assembly on this vehicle. Now, I may have to go through my old videos and find the way it can sound, but like these will kind of, this isn't that bad, but kind of hear that noise. These will usually be kind of crunchy. When you're driving at speed, you might hear like a loud howl, like woo 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 woo, something of that nature. I'll see if I have a clip on in my old videos, but this is the old one on the other side. We're gonna get this one out. Let's begin. You have to hear that pretty loud. Okay, first thing we need to do here is remove the center cap. Get your little pick tool, and I'm gonna kind of just stick. I don't want to damage the rim at all, but kind of get in here like this and pull, and the center cap comes out. And if you see inside there's a punch spot where this there's a punch spot for the axle nut. We're gonna see if we can get that out, and I'm gonna kind of get it right here with a sludge, kind of bend it out. See if we're getting any leeway here. They punched this one out pretty good. Alright, tried to remove it as much as I could. 32 millimeter. Make sure you get yourself a tire stopper, because we're going forward. And 32 mil right here, breaker bar. Let's see if we can make this thing shake. And she shakes. Boom. Got that thing up out of there. That's what I like to see. Cool. Now these are 19 millimeters. Break them on the ground, and we're going to get it up in the air and put it on jack stands. And just to show you, if you have a 3-ton jack, you can jack it up by the rear differential. And these pinch welds right here are jack points. Alright, get the tire off. Since we are attacking the wheel hub assembly, I'm not going to completely disassemble this. I'm just going to take the caliper bracket off itself, and then held in with this 14 millimeter here. And if you can see my finger down there, it's another 14 millimeter down here. 14 millimeter here. This right here. And that's off. And then 14 millimeter down here. There we go. And she's coming out. Good. Got my hand here because it may want to fall, the caliper may want to fall. And now I'm just gonna remove the whole caliper system like that, and I'm not gonna let it hang. Get yourself a tool here. It's a caliper tool that you can hang it. We're gonna hang it on the strut tower, and I'm gonna do something like this. Alright, cool. And as you can see, I'm hanging it from the inside of here, holding up the caliper. You don't want to like let it dangle. You can put stress on the brake line. And just remember that you have an electrical sensor down here. You do not want to damage it. This is electrical. This whole system right here is electrical, so I put a cushion behind it so as it's sitting on the suspension, if I'm banging or anything, this isn't like gonna get damaged. So now, I did these before. I think I actually put a video out before I do this. And just pull your rotor off, and now we have access to our wheel hub assembly. Alright, and to prep ourselves, we're gonna get some penetrating fluid here. That's 1 bolt. It's 2 bolt, 3, and 4. Like that, and then we're gonna spray All right, over the top, we just kind of let this stuff run down. Hopefully it creeps in there, and when it's time to pull it out, it comes out easier. All right, okay. Now these are 14 millimeters, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get back here and get to these. All right, and as you can see here, you guys, we have our 14 millimeters all around the CV axle in the back. Play with the sizes as you need to get where you need to go. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and this is facing me, so that's one. I recommend loosening them all before you complete the video. Okay. There we go. Third one. And there's a fourth one down here. Sorry, I know it's tight. It's the best visual I can give you. There we go. And that's loose. Alright, let's pull them all out. That's one. Two. That's three. And this is 4 right here. One more thing to mention here. This is the wheel speed sensor. Depending on your situation, and I'll show you why, you may need to remove this, okay? We're gonna try and see if we can take the wheel hub off without any real issues, but if I have to use my slide hammer, it is strongly advised that you remove this, and I'll show you why when we get it out. Alright, very similar situation. Spray that up with some WD, and should be a 10 millimeter. Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, now tough part here is just trying to get this thing to move and shimmy out without breaking it. Okay, alright, we got some movement, good. And she comes out. If you pull or push too hard or snap on this, you could break this. Trust me, wheel speed sensors are not cheap at all. Alright, now that we got that out, we can go wild on this thing. Alright, 32 millimeter axle nut. Now that we have all of them off, we can remove this now. And she's out. We'll talk about this later. Now let's see here if we're lucky. Let me get one punch real fast. Get one hit in. Okay. Hate to do that, but alright, now we got some movement here. Yeah, good. Oh no, let me see. Oh, I meant to get my slide hammer out. Unbelievable. On the other side, this came out so easily. Dang, I'm so upset right now. Okay, give me a second. Okay, time to show you how a slide hammer works. You can get a fitting on here and you spin it on these threads. Then you get the lug nuts, throw them in here. And basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna, I have metal in my, all right, and now basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Bam, slide back, slide back, slide back, slide back. And we're gonna do this a bunch of times until this thing comes out. God damn. Alright, we'll have some fun with this. Ain't no way, ain't no way. This is not supposed to happen. Oh my God. This is supposed to come out with that. All right. I gotta come up with another idea. Come on, man. All right, I'm threaded into the hub itself now. Wish me luck. It's the first time this ever happened to me. Damn. Okay, so like I said before, the first time I did this wasn't that difficult. Consider removing this electrical sensor on the brake caliper, because this whole thing came out, and as you can see, the brake sensor is connected via these two cords here. So I got it out, but it's still not disconnected from the backing plate, so I'm gonna try to get that out. Oh my goodness, she is finally out. It was way harder to get this one out than it was on the passenger side. That's terrible. It is usually not supposed to break out like this, but this is the one piece, this is the two piece, and even this piece broke out. This is crazy. And that's the third. If you ever seen an actual wheel bearing itself, imagine this is like, imagine these bolts, like these bolt things aren't here, just this cylinder, and it will slide in here, and then you get this here and you press that in. That's basically how a wheel, this is a hub and this is a bearing. It's supposed to come out as one, but yeah, this thing is just insane. Look at that, 3 pieces versus this came out with really no struggle at all. So it's whatever, part of the game, I guess. But now we're going to clean inside of here, and the reason why you take this sensor out is because it sticks, like the nub sticks right here. If you pull this through and the axle comes with it, it may hit this, it may hit the tip and break it off. Badge on. All right. All right, now that we have this all cleaned up, to be proactive here, we're gonna get some anti-seize. Strongly recommend you do this, and we're just gonna spread it all up in here. Nice smooth layer, not a lot. Don't cake it on, and try not to get any on the top surface, because that's where the wheel speed sensor sits. And we do this so that next time around, or if there is ever a next time this fails, it's not going to be anywhere near as hard to get this thing out, because that was ridiculous. All right, and we're going to get a little bit on the threads of the CV axle here, not a lot. Don't get any on where the actual hub bolt goes, I mean the hub nut goes. All right, now we are ready to put our new wheel bearing in. And just to let you hear the difference, I don't know, it's not very loud, but you hear the small scratching in there. And on this one, quiet, I don't hear any scratching at all. And that's what you want, nice and quiet. Now, get your new one here, and just kind of make sure you keep your hand on the back of the CV axle. Good. And kind of just pushed it in, and we're gonna get our nut just to kind of hold it in place for now. We're not gonna actually tighten it down. Good, like that. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we'll start getting these bolts in here. I'm gonna skip past me actually putting these in. I'll just show you when I'm torquing them down. All right. I will be using a little bit of medium strength thread locker on these bolts that go right here. Not a lot, just to show you how much I use. I don't recommend using a lot of this stuff, you don't need it, but like literally that much is pretty good. All right, get torque to 63 foot-pounds. That's one. Oh, there's two. There's three. Woo. And there's four. Oh God, my back. Alright. Don't forget to reinstall this. Straight down. And get the 10mm on here. Don't kill it. And then now, what we're gonna do here is okay, cool. Now that I got that all the way out, all the way in, I was gonna say, usually you are supposed to replace these axle nuts. I'll put the part number in the description. I can't actually find the nut though. I can't get it off Amazon. I can't get it at an auto parts store. I'm probably going to only be able to get it from a dealership. But I'm gonna put some block thread in here, and then we'll get this in there. And as you can see, we got our lift thread right there. Now, just gonna get this tight as I can while it's on the floor, while it's in the air, and then when I put the tire on, we're gonna torque it down. I forgot to put the blade back. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm so angry at myself. And as you seen earlier, I did not put that dust plate back on. Please remember, the dust plate goes behind the wheel hub. I got some anti-seize on the new hub, and now bolt that up, and I'm gonna put a nut right here. And just remember to kind of spread your pads out as much as possible. Remember, we got our electric sensor here. Take this out, and this almost should slide on like butter. There we go. And that's how it should go. Get your electrical sensor right here, and there we go. I'm just gonna plug that in. Hold on. And just reinstall this. Should go in. There you go, just like that. And she's in. Let's get these 14 mils back in. Last thing to do is to torque these two 54 foot-pounds. There's one on the bottom, this one on the top, and this on the bottom. And just like that, now we're gonna put our wheel back on, torque it down, and I'm gonna punch in, and we're gonna punch in this little punch part right here. And with the chop block right here, you're gonna need a torque wrench that can exceed 150 foot-pounds. We're gonna torque this to 177 foot-pounds, 32mm. She's all the way in. Now I'm gonna punch this in. And got this here so I'm not damaging the the tire itself, and just smack that in there like that. And last thing, get the cap right here and torque these to 100 foot-pounds, and you have successfully replaced the wheel hub. Thanks for watching, you guys. Till next time, out. Bye.